Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to my TV. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for brand new content. This your boy Gold Mouth Shorty. Let me get straight down to business. I need everybody to go hit them cash apps, Mad Promo, MAGPROMO. And if you really fuck with me, hit that post notification bell button so you'll be in the loop every time I drop a new video. Today we're going to talk about Lil Scrappy group, Crime Mob. Now, a lot of y'all remember the Crime Mob. They had the song Nuck If You Buck. They had other singles too, like Circles and Rocky Hips, but they was a big time group in the 2000s, and they got discovered while they was only in high school, and they was buzzing, man. And you had the producer Lil J, which was Prince's brother. You know what I mean? Because you had the two female rappers, Diamond and Princess. You know what I mean? And they ended up having to fall out because they was pretty much the two main cast members that everybody really liked it, you know what I mean? Because you really didn't know who the guys was, but they was in the group. It was a 6-man group at first, you know what I mean? And they had this member called Killer C, and he got convicted of molesting a little boy that was like 6 years old at the time, and he got kicked out the group. But he was able to come back years later, but stuff just wasn't the same because his record wasn't expunged or nothing, and he didn't register as a child predator. And you know they got picked up on the road, and you know Killer C had to go to jail. But you know the group was really tore up after that, but they kept making public appearances and started blowing up. Scrappy was like, man, we're going to ignore all that. We're going to keep blowing up. Because, you know, Trillville was coming out. Everybody from the South on the crunk scene was coming out. Like Lil Jon, Eastside Boys, Yin Yang Twins. And, you know, Crime Mob was like one of the forefathers of crunk sound, you know, that put it on the map. And then they started catching some beef with the Southside Mafia, because the Southside Mafia started dropping diss tapes, and it flooded all through Atlanta, you know what I mean, Riverdale. You know, all the kids in high school was playing the new diss record, you know what I mean, aimed at the crime mob. And it got a lot of views on MySpace, YouTube, you know, Southside Mafia. And they was like, man, how you gonna represent the A when you from Henry County? You not from the A. And you know what I mean? Y'all boys just riding the coattail of the A all the way to the bank. But y'all ain't keeping it real. So all the underground cats was like, man, we finna go after Crime Mob, because while Crime Mob was down, people was sticking their foot on their neck. And, you know, Princess was like, man, I got to get up out of this group. So, you know, Princess allegedly started messing with all the celebrities because she was supposed to be the finest one in the group. But when Crime Mob was the whole group, people used to pay more attention to Princess because she was the one that could rap real good. And you know what I mean? So Diamond ended up like stealing all the limelight and becoming the big star because she went solo. She was the most popular one through school, always had a swag and stuff. She looked real good, slim. And you know, that's pretty much what happened with that situation. But everybody know who the real lyricist was, and Diamond ended up getting her car repoed one night at a club after an event. You know, the car got repoed and somebody put the video out, but she came back with some more cars the next day. But her basically her reputation was already ruined when the tow truck pulled up, when she was just out there turning up, and they just repoed her car and stuff. So everybody was like, man, them boys broke, man. Everybody at Crime Mob broke. And the girls kept putting out tapes. Killer C was trying to get in the group. MIG, he was just laying low. You know what I mean? Then people was like, man, we ain't feeling this crunk sound no more. Lil J make some more beats, so Lil J couldn't really produce no other sound. So everybody would start messing with other producers and stuff. And it went from a 6-man group to a 5-man group, then 4-man group. Like some of the members weren't appearing and stuff, you know what I mean? But they came together with Mike made it, and they just got together, you know what I mean, and did a song all together. But right now, everybody see them, they back together. They trying to do shows and stuff, but Scrappy, he still got some to do with some of their old projects, so I guess they might have to still pay Scrappy for the old hits, but they currently trying to stay independent and looking for the right deal instead of the wrong deal. You know what I mean? But they did do some stuff, you know what I mean, with Ray Schmurder and everybody over there in their camp, and it made a compilation for a movie, the work they did. But yeah, Crime Mob ain't nothing like they used to be, man. There ain't gonna be no more new hits, Lil Jay, he going after a lot of people that's been sampling his beats. And the girls, they just did a couple interviews saying they back together and shit like that. I guess they realized they can't do it without each other and stuff like that. 'Cause Diamond, she really wasn't nothing. She was just going with all these different cats like Soulja Boy and different Atlanta celebrities and stuff. That's how she was really eating. But that's just the truth. But everything allegedly. But now all of them back together, man. Hopefully they can just put all that stuff behind them and get to a bag, because they doing shows just like the crowds they doing. They just not the same crowds. All the older people was young back then, so now a couple people from back in the days come check it out. People know the song, but they don't really know those other cats, you know what I mean? Besides the two girls, and that's just what it was. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about the Crime Mob. Peace. I'm out.